best video editor. So what do you think? Which one is the best video editor? I have three most common ones, and the fourth one is kind of random. First, personally, I like this. That's Adobe After Effects, and this is my Predator cloaking video in here. I have some files missing, so it's not working as it should. Well, After Effects is a really professional tool, and it's somewhat easy to use. Maybe it's because it resembles Photoshop, and I'm very good with Photoshop. So as you can see, it has basically the same things. It has like layers, it has the compositions. You can have like different layers in here, different effects, which are these in here. If you like to see the whole video, I'm not going to show it in here because it's extremely slow. I have used rotor brush in here. Rotor brush is what you just select different areas on each frame, and then it renders it, and it literally takes very long to do. This clip is only about 40 seconds long. I think it was 38 seconds, and it took me about 9 hours to do this clip. So you can imagine how long it actually takes to do all this stuff. But I will put the link in the description. You can see the effect, how the last video looks like, the final result of this. Just showing the video editor itself. And let's talk about the features and stuff. Well, or actually first I'm going to show the other ones, which is Sony Vegas, Sony Vegas Pro 12, what I have in here. I have absolutely no experience with this tool because it just seems too complex for me. I'm sure if you get used to it, it's going to be easy. It doesn't look so complicated, but I had issue even importing a file, which I'm going to show later. I'm not going to mix all that up. I'm just showing which video editors I've selected. Then we have Camtasia. This is my personal best. I'm also using Camtasia as a screen recorder at the moment to make this video. But what I want to say, yeah, this Camtasia, it's extremely easy to use. It has really awesome features, and it's just an awesome tool. I really like it. I will get to the features after this, and I have an odd video editor in here, which is Hauppauge Capture. That's actually for the consoles. Well, it's not exactly console specific, but if you put it on the capture, well, my PlayStation 3 and stuff is turned off, including the capture device, so you won't see anything in here. But this is an external capture device. I will also leave the link in the description. But it has a built-in editor in here. I don't have any recordings. It records into .ts format, and then you can select it from here and export it. And you can edit it in here, but I've never tested it. But nevertheless, I just thought I'll include it. But okay, let's take a look at After Effects first. The first thing I have to mention is it's very RAM hungry. It takes a lot of RAM. I'll just try to put them on the side a little bit to show you what I mean. I always have this open, and as you can see, it eats up 7 gigabytes of RAM already, which is absolutely ridiculous. And it actually took up about 12 gigabytes of RAM before, so it's really RAM hungry. But why it's doing that is because probably I have used the rotor brush, and it goes over the video frame by frame. It renders each frame separately, unlike the other video editors. Well, basically, yeah, video editor does it frame by frame, but well, I can't exactly explain what I mean, the difference. But what I mean, each frame has to be rendered as a separate image because of the rotor brush in here. If you select the different areas and cut, like, let's see, this is like the cloak effect in here. I don't know why it's distorted. It's maybe because, as I said, some files are missing. That's just an old project. I already rendered it, and I don't have all the source files, but I just opened it to show you how it looks like. But basically, yeah, so if you like render a video, then it takes a lot of RAM, and it also takes a lot of time to do all this. For example, if I click play in here, it's, as you can see, it goes and then it starts rotor brushing in here, and as you can see, it takes like a good 10 seconds to go over like 1 or 2 seconds, so it's very slow to work with this, but that's normal. That's absolutely normal, and it has nothing to do with the PC actually, but it's just because it's so detailed. But this video editor, well, this is not good for editing like YouTube videos and stuff. This is more like for creating videos. If you want to create the video what I made in here, basically in short what it is Predator Cloak effect. I made a video of myself and then I added the Cloak effect, so it's like I'm having the Predator cloaking device. It's pretty awesome. Just check the video out, it's in the description. But yeah, this is what After Effects is for. It's not really for cutting videos in half, but you can do that. It's easy. You can like add another layer on top, like picture in picture, if you want to show yourself like in a webcam on a video, like some people do gameplays like this. They have a gameplay and the webcam image on top. That's very easy to do. You can just add another layer on top. So you can easily do that, but I would not recommend After Effects for that. I would recommend After Effects for projects like this, where you want to actually edit the video. But I don't really know what to say about it. I mean, it's extremely professional program. It has all these effects, as you can see on the right side. It has tons of effects. It has tons of features. It's just amazing. There is just no end to it. There is like, you can change everything, brightness, colors, you can play around with certain areas. It's just really great stuff, really. First time I heard of this was I think when I saw this video on YouTube. Someone made this Death Star from the Star Wars, and he put it over a real world image, the real video. He was recording just the sky and stuff, and he put it in there with After Effects. It looked absolutely amazing, and ever since I wanted to know how to do that, and that's how I found out. I actually contacted the person, and he said that he used After Effects, and that's where I first heard of it. That was years ago, but it's really great tool if you want to create something like this, like professional videos, like the effects they use in the movies. You could easily do that, and I wouldn't be surprised if some movie companies are actually using this. But right, so much of this, as I said, it's very resource hungry. It eats a lot of resources, CPU, and especially the RAM, as I showed in here. See, it's still going up, but I will just minimize it for now. And let's take Sony Vegas next. As I said, in this one I tried to like import the file and it just didn't work. Let's try to import media. I have like there are some GTA videos in here. Let's just take something from here. These are just GTA 5 videos. Let's just try to import one. Okay, that's where it went. This one worked fine. Maybe the other one was too big. So I don't even know how to work with this thing. I just don't know. Double click should. What's this? Okay, yes, I want to add it. And as you can see, the clip is now in here. Yeah, it added this one. I don't know the other video. Maybe it was too big. I tried to add like a 5 GB file, but still it should work. I don't know why it didn't. And as I said, I haven't really played around with this, but I can see that it also loads the sound and video separately, or maybe it doesn't. Well, I'm sure you can move them around separately. Again, I don't have any experience. That's basically the first time I even loaded a clip into Sony Vegas, but I've seen it in action. My friends are using it and they're saying it's extremely good program. It's very popular, and I don't know, I might even check into it. Might be really cool. Obviously you can extend the clip. I don't know what use of that, but supposedly it's very good. It has effects, it has like these transitions, it has sound effects, stuff like this, but if you look at this, it looks quite complex, to be honest. But again, as I said, it's maybe because I haven't used it much. And you can see even the brightness is here, which is quite an easy feature in here. Volume, Yeah, again, I haven't really checked into that, but Sony Vegas, as far as I know, it also has effects, which I'm not sure where they even are. You can make similar effects like with After Effects, so it's like also for creating like your own effects and stuff. I wouldn't really recommend this again for making like simple videos, to cut them and just add a simple effect on it, like a text on the screen. And also years ago my friend made one of the videos with Sony Vegas, and somehow it didn't include few of the clips. He had like a lot of video clips in the video, and the final render it just somehow lost few clips from the middle, and he didn't have any idea how it happened, and neither do I. But yeah, I think it's quite a professional program. It has a lot of features, loads of them, but again it's a little bit too complicated for beginners. So I'd say it's alright. But let's move on. Let's move to the Camtasia. This is my personal favorite. It doesn't take much resources. It doesn't use much RAM. Again, it depends on the amounts of clips and stuff you're using. What I had problem with is I was trying to convert about 4,000 JPEG images into a video, and it completely choked on them. I don't know, I did same with After Effects. I tried to load the images in here, and the same thing, it absolutely choked on them. There was like about 7 gigabytes of these images. It was that time-lapse video I was trying to do from JPEGs, and it just choked on it. I didn't try Sony Vegas. It might have been better if you load the images in here and try to make a video, but I did manage to make the video with Camtasia finally. I just had to wait like 30 minutes before it loaded all the clips in, but yeah, it did work. It finally did work, so it got the job done. And well, I'll show you how easy it is to actually use this. I'm gonna just find a video clip and show you how it's done. For example, I just have it on other monitor, so you can't see what I'm doing, but and there's some weird file in there. If I just drag a file in here, let it go, depending on the size of the file, it takes just a few seconds. There you go. Then you just right click, add to the timeline, which again takes a few seconds depending on the file clip. Have the dimensions in here. I always recommend the recording dimensions. Hit OK, and you have it. It's gonna take a little bit of time to load longer clips, but here you have it. That's gameplay from Beyond Two Souls, and it's pretty easy to use. I'll just show you a few tricks in here. You have transitions in here, which you can put between the video. You can do this. You can separate video and audio in case you need to like adjust them or slow it down or something. On the timeline you can just drag and select the clips, and you can split them with S like this. Again, it just takes a second to load. Just put it back, and you can move them. And for example, I show you how easy it is to add the effect, fade through black, put it in here, let it go, and there you go. But if it plays like this, hell out of this takes like a second, as you can see, because it loads the new clip, but it doesn't have this lag in the final render. So I really like this tool. You can add the callouts. It's text on the screen. For example, you put something in here, you type in name in there or whatever you want. You can change the size in here. It's very easy. And if you don't want to see this box in here, you can just do no fill, no border. You have this in here, and I'll show you another great thing you can do with this. If you like take these off and go back to the transitions, you can have let's say glow effect in here and dissolve in here, and I will show you how it's gonna look like in here. For example, like this. So you can have different effects, how the text is displayed on the screen, how big it is, the location of it. It's absolutely amazing tool for editing like YouTube videos. You can also have picture in picture. I'll show you real quick how a picture in picture is done. I'll just put another Beyond Two Souls video in there, just have it open. And we put it on the timeline. It just takes a moment to load. And here we have it. For example, we just make it smaller. And there you go. That's how easy it is. And you have picture in picture. You can have any footage you want. You can change the aspect ratio. Whatever you want, you can stretch it. If you take it from here, it maintains the aspect ratio, which I already ruined it actually. But you can always just click Ctrl Z and it goes back to wherever it was. So like this, it keeps the aspect ratio. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, I'm used to this program. I really like it. It's very easy to use. When I first opened it up, it was extremely easy to understand it. And also these timelines, or whatever you call them. This is like layers actually, what you could call them. Whatever you want to call them. I think layer is the best. And for example, if you want to like choose these, you can choose these, or you can choose all of them. You can go smaller, bigger with this. And well, I don't know, it doesn't use much resources, it doesn't want much RAM, and it definitely doesn't want much skill. So if you're looking for a good video editor, this is what I recommend. It's absolutely amazing. And one thing that I've noticed in a lot of YouTube videos, that the sound is not equalized. Some clips are really loud, and some clips are really like low volume. In this case, click this in here, and you can choose, I will recommend medium volume variation, sometimes low, but high it distorts the audio a little bit. But if you pay attention to this in here, see how much difference there is in this volume, and look at the difference in here when I selected it. If I put it on low level, it goes a little bit up. I put it high level, then it's all balanced out. And if I take it off, that's probably my comments on it, a really loud one. I always like to have microphone louder than the game itself, in case the game gets really loud, so you can't hear the commentary. But again, it's very easy to use. You probably would understand from this video how to use the Camtasia. It's a really awesome tool. Has also, well, not so many features as Sony Vegas and After Effects, but it does have cool effects. You can't create stuff like Predator Cloak with it. It can't actually edit the game footage itself. Well, video footage, not the game footage. I was just looking at the game. It can't actually do anything with the footage itself. For example, I cut this alone part out from here and move it somewhere else. This is what After Effects can do, and I think Sony Vegas can do that. But this is like really advanced video editing. So this is just to clip together videos and add some of the text on it, callouts, captions, whatever you want. Zoom in, you can zoom in like this where you want. Whatever you want to do with this. And it has also like cursor effects, visual properties. This is like, you can rotate it. You can also change, like, I don't know, I never tried the shadow. Oh yeah, it's like a shadow under this image. I never actually used these. You can have colorize, see, you can change the color effects. You can like add whatever you want in there. It does have effects and stuff, but as I said, it can't edit the video footage itself. It can just add layers on top. And that's about this Hauppauge capture. I don't even know why I included it. I just guess I want to show it. It's a very basic one. While you're capturing, again, I can't show it because my device is not turned on. But this can include your custom logo. If you want to like have your branding on your videos, like I do, this can do it automatically, and then you can just straight from here you can upload it to YouTube. So this is actually quite good for people who like to make gameplay videos with their own branding on it. They just capture it. They can just do a quick edit, like cut from here, add few clips to it, and then just upload it to YouTube. So in this case it's pretty good software. You don't have to use any external tools, just go straight to YouTube and you're done with it. But again, I've never used this because just so used to Camtasia, and I really like this tool. It's probably this Hauppauge one is a little bit simpler to do that, but again I don't like it. I will just use Camtasia. But here you have it. These are the most popular video editors. These are actually video creators, I would say, because these are like really advanced tools. And this one plays the video pretty nicely. In Camtasia you sometimes have lag problems. It's not very often, but sometimes if you have like really large clips, like 10 gigabytes or more, or you have many clips in there, then you do have some lag problems. But After Effects is the slowest. If you have like effects and stuff in play, it's gonna take like ages to even play like few seconds of video. And Hauppauge Capture, this is the most basic one. So I will have to list them. Which one is the easiest to use to get the clip onto YouTube? Then I would recommend the Hauppauge Capture. Then it would be Camtasia. Then I'd say, I don't even know, After Effects. I will choose After Effects, but that's only because I've used After Effects before. Sony Vegas is probably easier to use than After Effects. I'm just used to this. But these are like very professional and complex tools. You have to actually learn them to know what you're doing in there. And the most feature rich, well, I will go with After Effects in the first place, definitely. It has the most features, then Sony Vegas, then Camtasia, and then the Hauppauge Capture. As about resource usage, well, the most resource hungry is After Effects, definitely. Then comes Sony Vegas. Sony Vegas is next, I'd say. Definitely uses a lot of resources. Then it would be Camtasia, and Hauppauge doesn't use much resources at all because it doesn't really have any features that would actually require any sort of resources. It just captures, cuts the video, and has the upload feature. That's all pretty much. And also, if you have you have to have the Hauppauge Capture device, otherwise it doesn't read it from any other device. It just recognizes only the Hauppauge Capture devices, and it just reads the same videos and can edit them. It's just a .ts format. It's some Hauppauge specific format, I think. So this is only good to use if you have the hardware. Without the hardware, it's pretty much useless. And the hardware also has a button on it for the recording, so you can just record it from the hardware. You don't really have to sit behind the computer and record the video. But yeah, the editor itself, it's very basic. And the overall rating, well, as I said, I will go with Camtasia, but it highly depends what you're trying to do. If you're just trying to make a simple edit, put some text on the video, picture in picture maybe, then yeah, Camtasia is definitely the best. But if you want to like make some special effects, as I said, like the Predator cloaking effect, then Camtasia just can't do it. There is absolutely no way to do that in Camtasia. You will have to use After Effects or Sony Vegas. Well, I hope this video have answered a lot of your questions, which one is the best one, but it's your decision which is the best video editor.